let me do something unusual here. It happens from time to time when I agree with conservatives. I think I'm going to agree with Rush Limbaugh here. Not in its entirety, of course, but he's going to talk about Afghanistan, and I think that he has the same frustration a lot of us do, believe it or not. Let's watch.
Obama apologized, and now, if you haven't heard this, a Muslim group somewhere might be in Kabul, in Afghanistan. A Muslim group has demanded that the soldiers who took the garbage out and burned it now be put on trial and prosecuted. NATO has agreed to the prosecution. So the soldiers, the Americans, who burned the garbage, who did not know that the Quran was, and by the way, the Muslims, prisoners themselves, defaced the Quran by writing messages to each other in these books. It was discovered, they were taken away and burned. So now these guys are going to be prosecuted as everybody scared to death and bending over backwards, not to offend. And it's gotten to the point where, why are we there? If this is the end result of us being there, let's get these people out, bring them home, and to hell with the place over there.
Hey, finally we have agreement. Look, I know that there's some disagreement here, even at the Young Turks, about whether President Obama should have apologized or not. I don't think he should have, just because it was an accident. The more you apologize for it, the more it seems like we did it on purpose. Otherwise, why would the President of the United States bother apologizing for it? And I don't like the idea of encouraging these mobs by giving legitimacy to these protests. Now, if we had done it on purpose, I get it, right? Then the protest, when we flushed the Quran in the toilet in Guantanamo, that was outrageous, and enrages all Muslims, right? But and I agree with the guys that were on the show yesterday here talking about how in reality they're doing all those protests not because of this Quran. It's just that's the spark. The reality is that the growing flame is because they're tired of us being there. They don't want us to be there. And we don't want to be there anymore. Liberals are tired of it. And now you see with Rush Limbaugh, the conservatives are tired of it. Everybody's tired of it. It's making no difference whatsoever. Does anyone in their right mind believe that that we can stay in Afghanistan long enough that once we leave, people will go, oh, look at that. Afghanistan is a flourishing Western-like democracy with full human rights, minority rights, voting rights, et cetera, et cetera. No one believes that. You think those people who are killing people because somebody accidentally burned a book are going to just turn around in a matter of what, months, years, and be living in a representative democracy that's going to function well? No one believes that. So what are we doing there? Look, when it came to Iraq, and for a long time when it came to Afghanistan, I was for an orderly withdrawal. I am no longer for that. I am for immediate withdrawal. Let's leave tomorrow. We have no objective there. We already wiped out al-Qaeda from there. We killed Osama bin Laden, and we're not doing any nation building. And the longer we stay there, the more they hate us. Look at the reaction that we're getting for this event. If they already liked us, you think they would have reacted this way? No way. They're reacting this way because they already hate us, and every day that hatred grows stronger. Pack your bags. Let's get the hell out of there tomorrow. Because every single day we stay there, we lose more U.S. soldiers for a mission that is never going to be accomplished. In fact, we don't even know what the damn mission is. The original mission was to wipe out al-Qaeda. That is long done. They have run to other countries. But now we stay there. You know what the real mission is? To make the defense contractors more and more money. And I'm sick of that mission. That mission is getting our kids killed. 2 more U.S. soldiers killed because of this Quran burning nonsense. How are you going to tell the families of those dead soldiers, oh, we stayed in Afghanistan an extra 2 years, 4 years, 10 years for an orderly withdrawal, and at the end, did we gain any better result? No, we didn't gain a single better result from that. Pack your bags, it's time to leave tomorrow.